Stephen E. Jorgensen and I am recovering from a near drowning. I, in fact, should be drowned. I was coming home to my boat and had brain seizure. I went entirely unconscious. Lost my balance in my small unstable dinghy. Fell over. Here's the dinghy dock. Up there is the harbor office. They have a bike rack in front. I park my bike there, lock it up, and walk down to the dinghy dock. I row the dinghy offshore a quarter mile to my boat further out. I assume it was like a few years ago when my dinghy at the dock had the edge wedged under the edge of the dock. It felt stable, but suddenly the edge came loose. And that side of the dinghy came loose and that side of the dinghy flipped up. And my head went into the water and my feet were flipped up. And drove me 3 feet under the water. Bubbles and from my mouth wriggled up to the surface there.
Pumped.
It felt comfortable lying there. Then I realized my phone was in my wet pocket. And I struggled and put my leg over the side bigger dinghy. And clawed my phone out and put on the floor. It was stuffed with a large handkerchief and not very wet. It plugged. I unhooked the battery and dried it off with an old cloth. And put it back together. It turned out okay. The speaker was wet, so I could hardly hear it for 5 days it took to dry. Something the same must have happened here when I went unconscious. I must have been flipped in the water. I didn't move. I didn't struggle. Maybe just drifted along. Randy on the dock saw me drifting. He saw me drifting with my boat partially sunk. I managed to be conscious enough to swim to the rocks on the rock wall. The slippery rocks. While he and his girlfriend started towards me. But I slipped on the rocks and fell back and I fell face down and didn't move. They managed to pull me ashore and got me breathing again and called the ambulance. They took me to the hospital. I spent 9 days. And was transferred to the rehabilitation center to recover. I was partially paralyzed. My right side. Couldn't talk very well. Didn't know where I was. Where was I? I slowly recovered. May, June, July, August. I recovered my mind. I was moved from intensity to normal room downstairs. Learned to eat. My tube to my stomach was removed in August. I'm nearly normal. I don't know why I survived. Why didn't I drown? I had moved my paintings into a storage space. I am pretty taken care of by the state. They charge me $12,000 per month. Minus the Social Security payment, which I have to share as a small fee of $597 per month. They only allow $50 a month. I need some income for the month ahead to afford a room for myself. Likely $1,200 per month. That's $12,000 for 10 months. That's my goal, to be funded for the 10 months. I sure could use your help getting funded.